Okay, I'm sorry for the awkward background. It's my dresser. My laptop is on my bed. And I didn't do any hair or makeup this time. This is how I look, usually. Although I am wearing lip gloss. But the good news is I'm figuring out how to use iMovie instead of using Photo Booth, which made everything backwards, like a mirror. I'm using whatever camera that's built into iMovie because I plan on doing book reviews today. I'm gonna have to edit this. I finished reading 2 books yesterday night. The first book that I finished yesterday was The Night Circus. Put it here. No. Oh my god, this is so confusing. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. It is her first novel. It's beautiful. I loved it so much. The cover is lovely. You can probably see that this silver is kind of like rainbowy. There's a word for it, but I don't know what the word is. When you first open it, it's all stripes. And then this is why I love printed books, because it looks really cool, and that's something I haven't seen in a book in a while. It took more than a week to read. Although my sister was the one who recommended it. She told me that it took her like a day to read. She was like raving about it, and at first I thought it was a little slow. Maybe I had really high expectations, but by the end of it, I was in love. And like, I want to read the inside jacket, but I'll just take from the other side of the jacket. It simply says, both playful and seductive, The Night Circus, Erin Morgenstern's spellcasting debut, is a mesmerizing love story for the ages. That pretty much says it. I'm really not good at this book reviewing thing. Another thing about reviews. I'm afraid to spoil things. But The Night Circus, I do recommend it ultimately, because ultimately I loved it. At first it was kind of different because it's written in third person present tense. So usually when a book is written in third person, it's written in past tense, like Harry Potter is like, Harry thought to himself. But I think The Hunger Games is narrated first person present tense by Katniss. Like, she's like, I think as I look at Peeta, I don't know. You don't usually see third person present tense, but I actually really liked it because she puts you in the scene with the characters, so it's like you're there, and her imagery is beautiful. The Night Circus, or Le Cirque de Rêves, I don't speak French. Oh, I butchered that. I'm sorry. Le Cirque de Rêves has striped tents, just like the cover. So, like, they put you right in there, and parts of it are written like, you enter this tent, and you see this, and you smell this, and it's almost like you're really there. Which, it's beautiful. Layers of pastry and cinnamon and sugar all rolled into a twist and covered in icing. I want that. That's... Wow, Bailey says. Exactly, Widget replies. Yeah, those 3 characters, Bailey, Widget, and Poppet, ended up being my favorites. Although they aren't the main characters. The Night Circus is about 2 magicians who are forced, like, they're bound by their trainers to this challenge where they have to duel each other, but it's not a duel. Like a game of chess. I can't really say much about that because I don't know how to play chess. But the venue of their game is the Night Circus. It's supposed to be like a test of skill. That's how they put it in the beginning. Except they don't really put that because it's all very mysterious, and even the people who are competing don't know what it's about. But it's a beautiful novel. It's beautifully written. She puts you right in there. And the other book that I read was The Invention of Hugo Cabret by Brian Selznick. Ooh, now a major motion picture. Actually, I knew that going into it. And it's also a Caldecott winner. And of course, this would win for pictures because it's this book. What do they call it? It combines the elements of picture book, graphic novel, and film. And also novel. I just think the book's lovely. Like, here is the train station where the main character, Hugo Cabret, lives, and he turns the clocks. He has a magical story to share. Here he is in a bookstore. Look at these pictures! It's not all pictures. Like, there are pictures from films. I'm going to find one for you. Oh, see, here's one. I think this is, George Méliès, who was a magician, and then he became a filmmaker. And, like, he was revolutionary. And this book is revolutionary, so it's just perfect. The book is just a beautiful masterpiece. It has magic. It's magic in multiple ways. Oh, I forgot to tell the story of how I started to read it. I originally wanted to read Hugo after my older sister said that the movie was amazing, and then I was at bingo, midnight bingo, with my mom and her friend who's a 4th grade teacher, and my mom's friend was like, oh yes, Hugo, it's based on a novel, and it's really long. She called it a doorstopper, so I'm like, oh, like the Harry Potter books, and she's like, yes, but it's better than Harry Potter. Better than Harry Potter. The thing is, if I had read it in 4th grade when I first read Harry Potter, I know I would agree with her. Because this book is beautiful. Oh my god, I called it beautiful 4 times. I truly did adore Hugo, The Invention of Hugo Cabret. I have yet to see the movie. I really want to see the movie. Hugo is an endearing character, you know, you feel for him, and you see the pictures of him so you can actually see what's going on. It's a completely different form of imagery. Although I, felt like I would have appreciated it more when I was younger, I am glad that I read it now because, like, they mention it takes place in the 1930s in Paris, and they mention, like, early filmmakers and early filmmaking, and I know about that because I took a, language of film class in college, so that I appreciate that part more than I would have if I was in 4th grade, so that was good. Both books feature the art of clockmaking and the art of magic, although they're not witches and wizards, they are magicians and illusionists. So that's different. I feel like that's the new trend. I read that somewhere. I did not come up with this observation myself. Someone else observed it and I'm quoting them. You know, it's like we had witches and wizards and then we had like vampires and now it's magicians. Both books are beautiful and everyone should read them. I'm happy that I finally got to read them. I love books, in case I didn't tell you that. Thanks for watching. That's it. Alrighty, bye! I'm so weird.